Thank you, Darren. And with that snow coming to Springfield over the weekend, it will bring with it some hazardous conditions. Fox Illinois' Emily Jordan has everything you need to know to stay safe out on the road. Emily?
The Illinois Department of Transportation is reminding the public not to travel unless you absolutely have to, and to be prepared for slippery conditions. IDOT officials say to watch out for black ice. They say ramps, bridges, overpasses, and shaded areas are all prone to freezing. Drivers should also avoid using cruise control in slick or icy conditions. According to IDOT, with the snow creating hazardous conditions and wind impacting your visibility, patience is key if you have to travel anywhere.
Certainly when we have that first snowfall, it's important that we, I think, remind people, hey, please go slow. You forget it's been a long time, if you maybe, several months since you've driven in snowy conditions or icy conditions. Please, be patient, be aware that you can, the roads are not going to be what they usually are.
Wappel says if you do plan on traveling anyway, plan your route ahead of time and make sure to let someone know where you're going. And if you are driving soon, again, go slow, be cautious in accelerating and braking, and make sure to give other vehicles plenty of room. Live in Springfield, I'm Emily Jordan. Back to you.
Thank you, Emily. If it is possible, public transportation can also be an option. You can head over to our website, foxillinois.com, for more information on updated traffic information. And in response to the snow, the city of Jacksonville has declared a snow emergency to facilitate snow removal. The emergency will be in effect from 10 p.m. on Saturday through Monday. They are asking residents to stay indoors and avoid parking on the street while snow removal is taking place. Now continuing our team coverage, with the possibility of so much snow, we may be seeing some school, businesses, or church closures around central Illinois. Our Matt Bednar walks you through how you can find them over on our website. Matt?
As the winter storm gets closer, area schools and daycares might consider closing on Monday. To find a current list of this list of closings in the area, you can go to our website, newschannel20.com. You could click on the 3 bars in the top left corner of your screen, scroll down to the weather tab, and under there you can find our closing page, where we'll be updating that list as we go throughout this weekend and into Sunday, where we will have an updated list of closures once those decisions are made.
Thank you, Matt. We will update those closures as we become aware of them. And the city of Champaign preparing resources to address this snowfall. The city manager says they are following plans outlined in the snow and ice control plan. Crews will report on Sunday and work around the clock to make the roads drivable, but they say residents should still stay indoors. And CWLP sharing some tips to save on energy use during this cold weather. Check the seal on doors and windows, turn off lights, change the direction of your ceiling fan to redistribute warm air, and replace your HVAC filters. And you can get the latest forecasts on our Fox Illinois weather app. The app can be found for free on Google Play and the Apple Store. Just search for Fox Illinois Weather. Thank you, Darren. Now continuing our team coverage, preparations for that winter storm over the week are well underway. While the Illinois Department of Transportation has its own plan, Fox Illinois' Emily Jordan shares how the city of Springfield is also gearing up for a snow emergency.
The City of Springfield Office of Public Works met today to finalize their plan. Public Works monitors over 600 miles of roads for snow and ice removal. And like IDOT, they've been preparing all year.
We have been preparing for this event for quite some time. It goes all the way back into the summer. We have our sectors all laid out. Everyone has run their routes several times, so they know where they are supposed to go.
Once at least 6 inches of snow is expected, the city can declare a snow emergency. Director of Public Works Dave Fuchs says it gives them more authority to make sure cars stay off the streets. When a snow emergency has been declared, Fuchs says don't park on snow routes.
We're actually in the process of loading the truck with salt right now, mounting the plows, and going over our final preparations. So our intention is to run 24/7 from the time we start until we get everything cleaned up.
Public Works and IDOT work together to manage Springfield streets, with IDOT focusing on the state highways.
If you don't have to travel, please don't. The less traffic that's on the streets here in the city, the easier it is for our crews to clear them.
Construction engineer David Whitworth estimates the city will use about 500 tons of salt per 12-hour shift. He will also be managing the 28 plows the city will have out this weekend.
where they're supposed to be plowing and about how long it should take them. And we go through one route at a time and make sure that each route is covered and each route is plowed.
Whitworth says each shift costs about $50,000 in total over about 3 days. Fuchs says that Public Works will also be plowing some downtown streets, but owners are responsible for the sidewalks in front of their properties. Reporting in Springfield, I'm Emily Jordan. Back to you.
Thank you, Emily. Fuchs says communication is key through each layer of the process, from directors to managers to plow drivers. And the City of Champaign Public Works Department says they are preparing to deal with the winter weather forecasted for Sunday and Monday. Public Works says residents should be prepared for the snow to remain on the ground for a longer period than average due to the nature of this storm. The operations manager saying in part, quote, "We are following the plans outlined in the city's snow and ice control plan. Work crews will continue around-the-clock operations until the snow and ice control plan actions are complete," end quote. Residents are encouraged to stay home if possible to allow Public Works crews to safely treat and clear roadways. They are also asking drivers to be cautious around snowplows and, when possible, use off-street parking. And with our storm team projecting plenty of that winter weather, some of us still have places to go. Our Spencer Davis has some tips and tricks for the night before to keep your car accessible. He joins us now with how you can save some time. Spencer?
Yeah, that's right. I'm out in the great outdoors, and I can confirm it does feel colder than freezing right now. And there's nothing worse than getting out to your car and there's ice and snow all over it, and you have to wait for your defroster to kick on, but that's okay. We've got tips and tricks for you coming up. First thing you want to do, make sure you give yourself plenty of time to get your car ready and make sure there's plenty of time for you to get to wherever you're going. More tips here courtesy of IDOT, including making sure your car has a full tank of gas and driving slower than you normally would. Now for some nifty tricks here. First off, we're going to hit it with some rubbing alcohol. What you want to do is take 3 parts rubbing alcohol, 1 part water, mix it together in a handy-dandy spray bottle like this. I took out some of the rubbing alcohol in it and put water in instead. And so what you do, you have to spray and just get it all over there on your windshield, right? And again, you don't have to worry about wiping off the excess or anything like that. But that is our first tip. Second one, and my favorite one, grab a household item like an onion. And again, this is kind of doubling up, but you just kind of hit it with one of these. The onion juices actually, it doesn't allow ice to form as quickly or as solidly either. So in fact, an onion might do the trick too. Before our final trick, IDOT says these items are essential when traveling in bad weather. You should also make sure your phone is charged and put on an emergency light if you have to put over. You should also make sure your phone is charged and put on emergency lights if you have to pull over. Also, finally, don't put hot water on your car. It's going to cause a crack in your windshield or windows, and that's going to cause an even bigger mess. Something you definitely don't want to deal with as cold as it is. But for now, reporting in Springfield, I'm Spencer Davis. Back to you.
I'm taking notes. Thank you, Spencer. IDOT wants to remind potential travelers to be mindful when crossing bridges and going through intersections, as both are prone to ice. And you can stay up to date with the latest forecasts on our Fox Illinois weather app. The app can be found for free on Google Play and the Apple Store. Just search for Fox Illinois weather. Thank you, Darren. And while we know that snow will hit on Sunday, the actual conditions could be constantly changing. Our Matt Bednar walks you through how to download and use our weather app to make sure you have the latest information.
To download the Fox Illinois weather app, you go to the Apple App Store or Google Play and you can search Fox Illinois weather app and click download. And once you got it downloaded, you open it up and you'll head to our homepage. And from there, you want to click those 3 white bars in the top right of your screen. And you'll be opening it up to one of our settings. And you want to go to location. And from there, you'll be able to put in any location in central Illinois, including Springfield, Decatur, or Champaign. You also want to make sure you do is open up location once again and click those 3 white bars next to follow me and make sure that you have your notifications not disabled. And to make sure that you get notifications from any weather alerts getting issued throughout this weekend, you go to your top left again, go to settings and click the weather notification types. And from there, you'll be able to see any type of weather notification, but we want to make sure that we have all of our winter weather ones selected on, scroll down, and make sure you have everything ready. I'm Matt Bednar reporting.
Thank you, Matt. Our storm team meteorologist will continue to update everyone on those conditions on air and online throughout the weekend as well. And if you are looking for somewhere to warm up in Champaign, See You at Home has you covered. Their office on Neal Street is being turned into an emergency warming center to keep people safe during these dangerous temperatures. They tell us while they are happy to provide a place for people to stay safe, they need a bit of help from the community.
Because we're not generally a warming center, we have like a few granola bars and those kind of things for people that might stop by. But we could use things like ramen noodles, macaroni and cheese cups, those kind of things.
The center is open on weekdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you are interested in donating, you can drop off items off at their office.
Now, today, city officials declared a snow emergency for Springfield. The city sending this map with a press release of emergency snow routes. Public Works is asking drivers to watch out for snow crews. They also say not to shovel snow into the street, which could make road conditions worse. And CWLP sharing some tips on how to save energy use during this cold weather. Now, check the seal on doors and windows, turn off lights, change the direction of your ceiling fan to redistribute warm air, and replace your HVAC filters. Well, with the first winter storm of 2025 on the way, grocery stores often see higher foot traffic. Our Spencer Davis is outside one now with more on what's still in stock. Spencer?
That's right. I took a stroll through the aisles to see for myself, and it was a lot more bare than usual. Top sellers for the past day or two seems to be bread, milk, and bottled water. So if you're in the market for those things, you may be out of luck depending on the store. Frozen meals are also in high demand as people begin to hunker down for the storm. While it is a Saturday, which is a common day for people to get their groceries, the parking lot has been packed almost all day as people get some last-minute supplies and foodstuffs. The National Weather Service advises against traveling if you can avoid it. But if you must go somewhere, exercise extreme caution when driving. The parking lot behind me is starting to clear out, and there's still plenty of items within the store. But for now, reporting in Springfield, I'm Spencer Davis. Back to you.
Thank you, Spencer. Now our team will continue to bring you updates on the storm throughout our shows, social media, and our website. And with the upcoming winter storm, expect to see plenty of snow plows on the road, and with that comes extra caution for other drivers. Now, IDOT says they'll be deploying over 1,800 snow plows over the winter season, with their plows primarily covering interstates and multi-lane roads. They say there will be over 1,200 routes to plow. Now, IDOT says to make sure to take care when driving near snow plows. They often have limited vision, and the snow they kick up could cause you to lose visibility and put you in danger. Plows will be running day and night as they attempt to keep up with the snowfall as they clear snow and spread salt to help counteract possible ice. Multiple counties in the area declaring snow emergencies. Christian and Sangamon County both at a level 2 emergency, meaning the roads are dangerous with drifting snow and ice, and only people with an important need should be out driving. Well, as that snow continues to come down, we're bringing you team coverage from around Central Illinois to see the impacts it's having in our region. Our Monique Davis is braving the cold live in Springfield with a look at the snow out there. Monique, how's it going?
That's right. We are right outside of our news station, and the snow is really coming down. I'm looking around me, and cars are covered with snow. There's piles of snow, and I am born and raised in California, so this is my first snowstorm, and I'm not used to driving in the snow, so I'm going to tell you what the Illinois Department of Transportation says. They say to please avoid unnecessary travel. IDOT says if you have to get on the road, always wear a seatbelt and drive at a slower speed than normal and avoid using cruise control. They say prepare an emergency kit that contains jumper cables, flares, or reflectors, windshield washer fluid, a small ice scraper, and traction. Now, I'm Monique Davis, and make sure you guys bundle up. Back to you.
Thank you, Monique. You're doing great for your first snowstorm. Now we're going to move to the eastern side of our market. Brianna Moreland joins us from Champaign with a look at the snow over there. Brianna, how you doing out there?
Yes, Carolina, it's a winter wonderland here in Champaign, and I'm from Chicago, so I'm no stranger to the snow, but we did miss this scenery during the holidays. The Champaign Public Works Department tells us their crews are working around the clock, providing 24/7 coverage until further notice. We also spoke with the Champaign Police Department, who confirmed 6 minor traffic collisions today with no injuries. There are no further updates at this time. Both departments are urging residents to not be on the road, but if they do, drive with caution. Several businesses, including the Champaign County offices, the city buildings, and Parkland College, are out of business tomorrow, or not in office tomorrow. Working for you, I'm Brianna Moreland.
Thank you for braving the cold, Brianna. Now, Dawn Sterling continues our team coverage. She joins us from Decatur. Dawn.
Just like everywhere in central Illinois, in Decatur, the snow kept falling all day and into the night. The city of Decatur has declared a snow emergency, and there are not many people out driving the roads. They're not great. Plows are working as best they can, but it's best if you just stay off the road. It's been a while since we've had a winter wonderland of snow in central Illinois where people can go out and take advantage of the weather for some fun. Earlier, we caught up with some people who headed out to Nelson Park in Decatur for some sledding fun.
I just like making memories and being little again.
I got pushed over.
Are you hoping for no school tomorrow?
Yeah!
Time to get out today because there's actually enough snow to go sledding, and we went here when we were kids. So at Nelson, you got to go to Nelson. It's a tradition.
Family fun and traditions. And for those kiddos, the best news, Decatur Public Schools called off for January 6th for an e-learning day. It's best if you don't have to go out to not go out and drive around. That way, city crews, IDOT, and county crews can clear the roads and use their plows. It's always best if you do have to go out, do not crowd the plow. In addition, you can always check gettingaroundillinois.com for the latest on the road conditions. In Decatur, Dawn Sterling, back to you.
Thank you, Dawn. Now you can visit our website, foxillinois.com, to keep up to date with all the school closings. And we've received multiple reports of crashes along I-55, I-57, and there are still parts of I-70 that are shut down. We do know there have been injuries, but do not know the extent of them. We cannot stress this enough. Do not go out if you don't have to. It is possible those snow emergencies can be upgraded to a level 3, making the roads even more dangerous. All right, thank you, Matt. We are continuing our team coverage of this snowstorm. We are going to head back out to Monique Davis and Brianna Moreland, who are braving that cold. They're live in Springfield and Champaign to give us a look at those conditions. Monique, we're going to start with you. How's it out there in Springfield?
That's right. We are still outside of our news station and the snow is really coming down. If you didn't have the chance to build a snowman in December, now is your chance. Now, when I'm looking around me, I see cars filled with snow, piled with snow. Cars are driving by. When they were driving by, they were driving by really slowly. Now, being from California, I'm not sure how to even drive in the snow. So let's see what the Illinois Department of Transportation says. They said if you absolutely have to drive on the road, always wear a seatbelt, drive at a slower speed than normal, and avoid using cruise control, and make sure you have an emergency kit that contains a small scraper, traction materials, blankets, non-perishable foods, and a first aid kit. Now, I'm Monique Davis. Make sure you bundle up and you stay safe and you stay warm. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Monique. Now, Brianna, you are over there in Champaign. What's it like out there?
So it's pretty quiet on the roads with some residents here. Now, I reported earlier that the inches here was 2 inches as to how high the snow was. Now I'm going to measure it with you guys. So the snow is kind of blowing, but we're still at about 2 inches here in Champaign. And the Champaign Police Department recommends if you're going to be out and about on the roads, make sure that your phone is fully charged, that you have an emergency kit, and also that you check your car for safety before heading on the road. In Champaign, I'm Brianna Moreland. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Brianna. Make sure you stay connected with us both on air and online by visiting foxillinois.com.
Don't miss a video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel today for more Central Illinois news.